in it. I just wanted to actually say this is Bladed Shard, and my in-game name is also Bladed Shard. I did make a video with some gearing tips in it. However, I do have some... I figured I'd make a video that has dedicated tips and tricks to it. Make it easier to scroll through and click on the videos and whatnot. Anyway, I'd just like to start off with saying that I am Ascension level 148 now. People might think, oh, well, you're low, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, sure, you know what, I completely understand you, and I don't blame you for thinking that. However, I have played with people who are incredibly high. They do know what they're talking about. And you know, I've searched myself through many guides, wondering what the heck is going on. Why will nothing work? Why am I not getting better gear? I'm in the right chaos level, but I'm not getting better gear. Or it's better gear, maybe, and crappier gear, maybe better gear, crappier gear, maybe better gear, or it's useless. Now, I just want to make sure I'm live, so just bear with me. Alright, so I just want to confirm with everybody to make sure that I am live, and I am indeed live. I just want to say to my viewers that... Right. So I just want to confirm with everybody to make sure that I am live. Sorry for the pauses, just I have my double screen, I just don't have it hooked up quite yet. Don't know why, but it is what it is. What can you do when you live in a shoe? Anyway, so I'd like to start this guide with just saying, first things first, and that's, how many heroes do you have on deck? If you have one hero on your deck, and I can't point to it, but in your top left corner, do you see how I have the down arrow, the right arrow, and the up arrow? That's showing how many heroes I have on deck, and that's a full deck of heroes on deck. And one of the things I'd like to state is, sometimes if you have all your whole deck is full, sure, great. You know what, that's great. It shows that you're using them. However, when you're trying to get better gear, it has been told to me that, say, my Monk. I don't use my Monk very much anymore, except for Sky Tower. So, one of the things you can do is you can put every little piece of better gear that you have, so that the top rated gear, anything that's better than all your heroes' gear, put on my Monk. So I put all the best gear on my Monk, all the relics. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's just for health, just for crit, just for speed, whatever. I put it all on my Monk, and that alone will help you get better gear. However, the most simplistic way that I have found that works is hide every hero that you have on deck. So, for example, my Monk, F2, F3, F4. So, now they're all hidden. I can't switch to them at all. And basically, you're telling the game that I have no heroes. So, just focus on whatever this one hero has equipped. So, basically, the thing is okay, people are going to say, well, what if I want to use that hero? Well, you can definitely still use that hero. For example, in certain battles where my walls are better, I use my Mystic now for my walls, so I would just go ahead, I'd go in here, I'd say, okay, Mystic, go on F2, alright, deploy your wall, wrong character, okay. So Mystic, deploy your walls. Great, my wall's deployed. Don't need her anymore. Don't use her. So I'm gonna go ahead and now take her off my deck. Master Wall is still going to be there. It's still going to be effective because it's my hero. So hiding your hero does not affect your tower. Your tower will still do damage. It will still defend, even if it's hidden. Now the next thing is, say your max right now is you're at C4 and you're only getting, say, 2k in anything, and say relics, for example. So you're only getting max 2k relics, and it's just like, crap, I need to go to the next C4. Well, no, you do not need to go to the next chaos just yet. And the reason for that is because you probably have more than one hero equipped, and you do not have proper relics equipped. So what I've learned is I've read a lot of guides, and some guides have said go by the sell value and the base value and kind of just compare. Like, for example, this one's 236, but it's a green one, and this one's 295, but this one's also better in defense power, and this one's lower in defense health. Nonetheless, what I have learned and been taught by a higher up that I was speaking with, what you should only worry about is this one base stat that is in the large letters. So for example, these ones, armor, armor, and then hero damage. You don't need to worry about ability power, fire damage, or hero health, and hero damage and hero health. Don't worry about that right now. When you're early in the game, that doesn't matter. Now, yes, I have dropped down to about 8k health using this technique. However, that same game, or the next game after that, after equipping everything and going to the next game, I gained twice as better gear, where it jumped my hero damage to about 11k and my health to 96k. Now sure, that's still low, yes. However, because the gear I have equipped is so good, any other C5 game or C6 game I go for will give me better gear. I don't care about the sell value. Sure, this is 184, and sure, you might find a 320 sell value item, but it's going to be weaker. And people might equip it because it might have some stats that are a little bit better than their current one. Well, don't worry about the sell value. Trust me, do not worry about the sell value. Only worry about that stat that's in bold, big letters. That's the number that is going to get you better gear. If I have nothing equipped right now, except for one thing that says 3000 armor, next game I'll probably get one that says 3500 armor. And the thing is, I mean, it's hard to make this video descriptive without people being able to talk back to me and give me input, but what I can say to make you comfortable is, yes, my ascension level is 148. I do have a lot of experience because I've chatted with a lot of people, read a lot of guides, gotten a lot of input, and I sat for about a half an hour with some people discussing what would work best and why. First, I'd like to say, shoot some comments in the video, any comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can and provide as much detail and information that I can possible, just to help you get better gear, because each chaos does have its max for gear. Like if I were to go to Chaos 1, I can solo it like it's absolutely just cutting a piece of pie, but I will not get better gear at all. Right now, I've maxed out Chaos 4, so that's nothing anymore. C5 is where I am, but C5 is a pain in the butt, and it's also hard to find games. But yeah, nonetheless, sometimes even like I have a lot of shards on my gear, but sometimes it's completely pointless because you're just constantly with this technique in the right chaos, you will be unequipping and equipping new stuff constantly. And that means unequipping your shards and your armor, and then re-equipping your new armor and re-equipping your shards. Sometimes, yes, your shards will make you stronger, but after each game, or even in the midway through that game, you're going to get better gear. And when it hits time to build your towers or prepare defenses, take that time to equip the new gear, sell any gear you don't want, and take that time and that time alone to get your better stuff away from your old stuff. And at the end of the game, if you still have leftover stuff, then leave the battle, go to the tavern, figure stuff out, think about it, and I will say right now, this technique will work. It will, without a doubt. I was getting relics that were weaker, like crazy, and some were strong, most were weak. And then I started trying this technique, and I was just like, wow, these results that I'm getting is crazy. And a lot of this became, I hid my heroes that I'm not going to be using. My Squire is my main, so okay, he's going to be my only one on deck that I use. He's going to get all the good stuff, and then any leftover stuff I'll give to the other heroes that I barely really use. And this also cuts down on sorting through who gets what gear, when you can just focus on your main character. You use this character all the time, give him the best gear, and give everybody else the weaker stuff or the not so great stuff. And you'll be good. You'll be laughing at the gear you get. It'll be just like, man, I got 1.5k. It's just like, and then you get your next arm. It's like, oh my god, 2.5k. Oh my god, no way. And then you get your next piece, and it's like, oh, another 2.5k. Oh my god. And next thing you know, you'll just see your stats over here jumping like crazy. Everything will be jumping around, and it's just like, man, it's lower, but this is higher, but this is higher now, and this is lower, and it's just like, wow. And I guarantee you, you will be you'll be so proud with the results you see. I have been so proud after I tried this technique, and it's been working. I've just been ignoring the sell value, and this technique has been working wonders. I was at about 8k hero damage before I started this technique, and it would go to 9k, it would go to 8k, it would go to 9k, but it would never go higher. I started this technique, and it's now at 11,302, and I am happier than an absolute clam. This used to be about 10,000k my hero crit damage, but because I'm not worrying about the other stats right now, I'm laughing. Because I have 11,000 attack, I have a fire damage sword that just happened to be better, so I was like, oh, well this benefits me because I also have a shard that does 20% chance on hit to burn the target for 180% of your hero damage as magical fire damage each second for 5 seconds. So this basically makes my hero damage become, I would say, 15 to 20,000. I can throw through a mob up to C4 in no time because of this, and that's because I've been using this technique. I recommend everybody give this technique a shot. If you have any questions or concerns, you can reach me in game. My name is Bladed Shard. My Steam name should be Bladed Shard. If it's not, it's Chris12821 with no H. Or you can shoot a comment in the video, and I guarantee you I will respond within a half an hour to an hour. Shoot any likes, any comments you have, any questions, concerns, and I'll be happy to answer them. But for now, this is Bladed Shard out, and everybody have a good rest of your day. I'll be back with some videos later on. Wait a minute. Hang on. Hunky, you watching this video right now? Hunky? Hunky, hopefully you're watching this video. I'm just waiting for a response just to make sure. Okay. Okay. So you were wondering if you can just hide, what is it, 2 heroes you said? So send me down what you're wondering. Let me answer that since you're live. Let me see if I can answer your question. So, how many heroes do you have in total? It'll be weird for some of the other viewers. You won't know what's really going on, but you can see my in-game chat. So 1 to get more powerful item, and 1 to be my main DPS. So he has 5 heroes in total. Okay, well, that technique is actually very good, because if you have 5 heroes but you don't use all 5, you just have the 2 heroes on deck. One of your heroes can be like, for example, if my squire right here, say I went and equipped my monk, if my monk has 10k for everything and my squire has 2k for everything, because your monk has higher stats of 10k, your drops that you get will be higher based on your monk stats, as long as he is in your deck. It won't worry about what the low stats are. But then, if you have 5 heroes in your deck, well, now you're fighting against 5, whereas you could just be fighting with 2, which is a heck of a lot easier than fighting with, oh sorry, not 5, 4. If you have 4 heroes on deck or whatever. But yeah, I'm certain that if you follow this technique, it will help you. I know some people might think that, sure, you know, I don't have many subscribers. Like, I don't have over 1,000 subscribers. And truth is, you gotta start somewhere. But it doesn't mean you don't know what you're talking about. Just because you have $1 million, people think, oh, you're smart as hell. Well, that's not true. I've met a lot of people who are fairly rich, and I hate to say it, but they're dumber than a doorknob. But nonetheless, yeah. 1,060 here? 1,060 what? This should be an informative video for everybody. The first half of the video was where it's all at. Now I'm just chatting with some people in-game to see stuff. Yeah. And 10,000, 1,060 here? Look at my GPU. Huh? I have a 1062. It's a STRIX 1060 triple fan. It's ASUS STRIX. Badass fan. I like when it lights up. Beam is better than Aura? Oh, I haven't updated that. I gotta fix that. It's not that anymore. But it is still a 1060. Nonetheless, guys, Hentai or Hunky, if you guys are watching, if you have any more questions, just shoot me a chat in game since you're right here. It's nice to actually answer these questions while you're streaming, because then people have an idea. They see this stuff, and what if they had that exact same question? Now they have the answer. They have the exact answer they want. And just to actually heighten on Hunky's method, what Hunky said, just like to say that it doesn't matter how many heroes are in your deck. You could have a full deck of heroes. Just make sure that one hero has the best gear, even if it's the crappiest stats. As long as it's the best base stat gear from all your heroes, that's what makes it count. I've just found that having only 1 to 2 heroes in your deck makes the biggest difference like crazy. Because instead of worrying about 1, 2, 3, or 4 heroes, you're now worrying about 1 hero, and 1 hero alone. But, yeah, I'd just like to say thanks for watching. I hope these tips and tricks help you guys out. Glad I could be of assistance. But, don't know what else to say. But for now, this is Bladed Shard out, and I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial. And yeah, there'll definitely be more to come. But thanks for watching. I've enjoyed your company. Thank you. Now to figure out how to end the video.